we're going to see Paladin, MI, on the left-hand side on the red team. Early kills there as contention over the mid rockets takes place. Mexican is able to pick it up, but it doesn't keep it for long. Some exchanges there. We see a shotgun poke out of the middle alley and get the kill. The rockets are down. Currently not in anyone's possession. As James rotates up to lockers, he's going to push toward B and try to take this site. The rockets get picked up by Fortune in the mid. We're going to see him push toward the B site with run rocket made. He is able to get the kill. Can he get the second? Not even going to need to. He's actually rotating here toward the B site.
Just FYI, Fortune Cookie is a girl. But she's doing a great job so far. She got a double kill. She's taking control of B here. And right now, looks like they're doing a good job team-wise. They're holding the A-B setup. They got the other team pushed back towards Cafe. That team ultimately wants to push together here, but at the moment, doesn't look like that's the case. It's a 3-on-3. You got two members pushing over here towards B. And right now, it's just a stalemate. I mean, they're just holding. They're anchoring. Fortune Cookie doing a good job. She just picked up got a killing spree there, but she does go down. Make that two members of her team go down as two more are pushing B here. They're going to clear out two more players from the other team. Right now, I just don't know how this is going to go. This is just a kind of a standoff at the moment.
You can see Flippers down kind of here early on. They got the lead taken in on them, 23-0 at one point in time, the scoreboard read. But, they're able to step back up and aggress toward this. But, man, they do have a brick wall as three of them now go down. And we're going to see Paladin here confirming control of the B site. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, B site currently being controlled by Lottery. As this game progresses, they're now up by a point factor of 10. As we are at the 2-minute mark, the rockets are now in hand of Paladin as he moves toward the B site. He's going to still maintain control. Currently, the other team is on the B side. I'm not sure how he doesn't. Well, actually, he's on the same team as that guy. Well, that makes sense.
It does look like, though, Fortune Cookie's filling in for a member of Lottery, as I do believe on the roster, Magic Might was that fourth member. But so far, it looks like she was a good pickup. She is going 7-2 right now, but I don't know what Flippers is going to be able to do this match. Right now, they are currently losing by 20 points. As Paladin looks to pick a kill up bottom middle. He's fighting a member of Lottery down by C, and they do have this B-A setup going very well for him at the moment.
Yep, 42 points on the board. We do see the control currently being made by Flippers down with the A-B hold. They're able to gain the lead for the first time. As Fortune Cookie pushes toward the B site, she gets taken out in an exchange. As we see, Flippers down, able to step up and confirm control of that, at least for a few more seconds, but not without some contention. As Lottery now stepping up to the plate and really confirming control of that B site and gaining the lead right back from them. Great exchange there. As we see Paladin MI, facilitating the assist. Fortune Cookie, the only one currently alive for her team.
Yeah, and the only one currently positive for her team as well, as she is the sub for that team. Lottery's doing a good job right now of controlling the map with this CB setup. Now that is a viable setup if you know how to control it, but it isn't the best one. I do believe A and B are better held together than C and B. But we got two members of Lottery going down at the moment.
Yep, but with a lead of over 25, they have a bit of a deficit to make up here. And I think they're going to be able to do exactly that as they're inching ever closer to confirming the B site control, which would put them in a total domination, and that's it on the board right there. They were able to get total control and still have it. Rockets on the board as Fortune Cookie is able to get the kill with it. She's able to turn around and get the double kill on the board, as now still total domination has been made from the side of Flippers down.
Right now, we've seen Flippers down make a comeback. They have extended their lead, but Lottery doing a great job of controlling Rockets, and Fortune Cookie looks like she's going to be the key player for the side of Lottery if they want to win this match. And they do have a couple caps, but Flippers down is retaliating right back at them, taking C back. They do have a B set up, but Fortune Cookie takes that member down at C, and she's going to go ahead and try to take C back as one member does push her, and she does go down. Flippers Down doing a great job of clearing out these members of Lottery, but it's a back and forth between these two teams. And right now, it's just too early to tell what's going to take place here towards the end of this match.
Such a strong presence on the side of Fortune Cookie, as she's really shown a domineering presence in a majority of these kills. Look at this, 15 kills on the board, the top performer in the entire lobby. Certainly a factor for the current success of Lottery, as they are now in the lead, up by 10 points. You see Fortune Cookie here holding the B site bridge, or stairs rather. She does get taken out from an adversary across the courtyard. As Paladin MI moves up to the B site, he's able to get taken out as well. That gives the opportunity for Lottery to maintain control here and continue to get a lead, but B site presence from James 27-32-9, as he is able to confirm control for his team of the B site. Now being currently being recontrolled by Lottery. It is a back and forth city right now.
Yeah, we saw Flippers Down do a good job at first, you know, prior to this this push from Lottery, but Lottery making a statement. They're really extending their lead at the moment. It is currently 130-95, and Morris is doing a good job of controlling Rockets. Lottery has been pretty much the predominant team getting Rockets during this matchup, and that is what's really helping them out big here, as they do take and get a double kill towards the cut side of B. 3 go down for Flippers Down. Lottery really just doing work right now, putting tons of damage down. Got great teamwork, and Flippers Down gonna have to try to push together as a unit. As one member does go down, make that 3. Lottery just coming out on top in every single one of these fights.
All 4 currently down. Then getting control of that rocket and having just the sheer audacity that Fortune Cookie does, just to completely dominate right now, approaching a lead of by 100, which we have not. It's not impossible to climb from this hill still yet. We still could see Flippers Down, step back up to the plate here against Lottery and confirm this. But inching ever closer, we do see Flippers Down able to come through and collect that C point. Currently back in a position of scoring, trying to minimize this deficit now. As Lottery gains this lead, they are able to kind of come out with a little bit of confidence under their belt as they proceed ever closer. 3 players now down on the side of Flippers Down. And there was only a moment there when one player was alive and then another died. So basically a total wipe allows, Flippers or Lottery here to collect the B site and get back into a position of scoring.
And those are the moments when you're the last player down, you really want to try to play your life and just wait for your teammates to spawn up. But if you're the side of Flippers Down, what you need to do is play as a unit, get a couple picks, push those number advantages, and get Lottery on a split spawn. And once you can do that, then you can try to go for trip caps, and then you can keep pressing your advantages and out-rotate that team. But right now, Lottery doing a good job of keeping that from happening as they do go up over nearly 100 points at this point in the game. They're looking to end this quickly as possible. They're only 20 points away from hitting that 250 mark. And Flippers Down trying to make a final push here to keep their life in this match.
The final push could be made right here, only 20 seconds away from confirming their first victory here in this series of matches between Flippers Down and Lottery. This is Challenger Mixed, Week 4 on Halo Rec League. I want to thank everybody for joining us as we approach the potentially close to the end of the first match of this series. We're going to see Flippers Down here with 120 points in the position of scoring with an A-B lock currently. 2 players down on the side of Lottery, giving Flippers Down a bit of an opportunity to minimize this deficit.
Yeah, and they're trying their best. They got a long road ahead of them. They got to get nearly 100 points at this point in the game. They're going to have to try to lock down this B side. We got 2 members of Lottery pushing, though. They're going to try to get this B side back. We got 3 members of Lottery pushing together, trying to take control of tires. They do still have that C setup and the B setup. And they're pushing they're pushing Flippers Down back towards Cafe. 3 members just went down. And they're doing a good job. I mean, they only got 5 points left here. Flippers Down going to have to make a push and jump into strongholds, but that's going to be the end of the match as Lottery closes it out 250 to 145. Fortune Cookie was
Here
definitely
at Slayer Catalyst here. Halo Rec League guys, thank you all for joining us in this night of awesome Slayer events here on Catalyst.
right now, though. Lottery is being very aggressive. They did get that overshield. Fortune Cookie pushing up with their teammate. Three members go down for flippers down, and this is what I was afraid was going to happen. I thought Lottery was going to be the more aggressive team pushing out of here. They absolutely were, and this is why they are up 4-1 at the moment.
Dang, look at that execution across the board. 2 of those kills got assists. Currently, we see Lottery with a 50% rate to their assists. I do not rely on me to accurately calculate that on the rip when it's not so nice and round. But with 2 players now down on the side of flippers down, we're going to see a little bit more of a lead gained here by Lottery. Now 7-2 in the first minute of the game. That really does kind of set you a little bit of a tone. Lottery right off the start saying that this is not going to be easy for you guys. And flippers down now realizing what's on the plate for them to deal with in a situation where they're now down by 4 points. Just mentally puts you in a position where the only thing that gets you out of it is just making sure that you're formidable and that you maintain your focus on movement and move your crosshair slowly, more diligently. Make your actions diligent. Be purposeful in how you execute yourself. And just the carefulness of your actions will help you refocus on, instead of the grander goal of pressing forward to get to that corner. Great perfect there from Fortune Cookie. I think we need to watch her perspective a little bit here, because this might be an opportunity. Another kill. Look at that Fortune Cookie. I think our producer in the background here forecasted it. Fortune Cookie went on a little streak there.
Yeah, she was 4-0 for a second there. I mean, she hadn't died for nearly 2 or 3 minutes here in this beginning of this game. That's very very good stuff from her. She played her life very well. We got her back on board here though, but flippers down have closed the gap. It is 12-10. It's a 2-point difference. They're looking to make a solid comeback. We do have 3 members of flippers down. Actually, make that all 4 of them working together off of each other, but same thing with Lottery. They're really doing a great job. We do have 1 rogue member pushing across the map by himself, and he does go down there, the Chad. 2 members also, though, go down for Lottery, and it's a 2-on-2 at the moment. Mexican Vendetta, I believe, or Mexican Avenged Vendetta, or Vendetta, something like that. That's a weird name. But he's over here playing a really good job of just putting pressure down, keeping his life, waiting for his teammates to help him. The Chad doing the same thing. Paladin making his way up here top, grabs the skewer. He's going to push towards his teammates, but 2 of them do go down, so he's going to find himself actually in a very good situation at the moment. They do take those couple members of Lottery down. So this is a back and forth battle between these 2 teams right now. It's kind of even at the moment.
Yeah, and the even part, just for note, they are down by 4, but they were down by 4 2 minutes ago. So they have been able to maintain their footing with this game. And what that tells me is that they're getting out of these engagements with at least trades, right? So on average, they're not netting a positive. And if through attrition, every match or every encounter, you have 3 trades in 1 game, as long as you're on the side of gain of that exchange, you're going to go positive and you're going to be able to win a Slayer match. And we're seeing exactly that, as Lottery through attrition has only been able to maintain a lead of 3, make that 4, as the Chad gets killed, as well as Paladin MI. Morris here with the response is able to continue to get kills. All 4 players just died, and now a lead of 5 is now acquired by the Lottery team. It seems as though they respawned right on top of each other here, didn't it?
It did seem like that. But Morris, man, this dude is being super aggressive, but unfortunately he does go down, being the caster's curse that is. But Lottery being really aggressive on this map. They do have the overshield once again. If your flipper's down, your main job right now is to not get trades. You do not want trades at all. You want to play as a team and try to keep each other alive, get these picks, and try to dwindle this lead down, as it is a 6-point lead for the side of Lottery. They're doing a good job. They're playing their life. They're saying, no, flipper's down. You got to come to us. We're not coming to you anymore. We've got a substantial lead here, and we're not going to blow it.
Yeah, substantial. They literally are up by 8, which if each of your engagements you're only trading, that's really difficult. And to think about it, they really only have 20 tries left. Between 4 people, that's 5. Each individual has 5 tries. Think about that. And if you let that sink in, look at this. That's what's going to dictate what risks they're willing to accept. Because as they begin to realize that their opportunities are now finite and foreseeable, they're going to pull back and throttle their engagements a lot more. And you're going to see a lot more concern for the mitigation of death here as the final few moments of this Team Slayer match unfolds.
Yeah, and once you cross that halfway mark, each life is that much more valuable. So Lottery has a little bit of leeway to work with, but Flipper's down, trying to close this gap. They are within 4. They do have a advantage at the moment, but looks like they're going to blow that advantage. One member does drop down. He gets taken out by Morris. Morris making a flank on another member of Flippers down. Doesn't win that battle. 3 go down for Lottery. And this is the moment where if you're Flippers down, you need to take full advantage of the numbers and push these final members of Lottery if you want to come back.
This is it. Only tied it now. Gained the lead. We're going to see Flippers down step up to the plate here. Now in a lead by 2. They have taken the lead for the first time and are now, inching ever closer to only coming closer to this victory. I feel it.
And this is exactly what we want to see in Game 2. We want to see the losing team from Game 1 make a comeback, extend this series out, because we like Game 5s. We want to see more Halo. That's ultimately what we want to see at the end of the day as a viewer and casters. We want to see more Halo, and we need that from you, Flippers down. We need you to push Lottery back. We need you to win these gunfights. So right now, James is doing a good job trying to keep his life together, but he does get taken down along with the Chad. That's not looking great. They do lose the lead as Lottery takes it by 1 kill, make that 2 kills. This is where you need to try to slow it down. If you're Flippers down, you just need to try to play your life at the max and just get a couple picks, but you need to wait for your teammates. You don't need to push alone here. As one member of Flippers down manages to actually trade a kill basically there. 2 members do make it to the death screen for the side of Lottery. And right now it's just neck and neck. It's 10 points left to win this game, and I really don't know how it's going to play out here at the moment.
I mean, it was 33-33 when the game started at tie. And it was at 31 points when the first time Flippers down gained the lead. And we're gonna see still 10 points later, almost 2 minutes later, we see still neck and neck, 42-42. We see Lottery come out of an engagement on top. And then right now we're going to see exactly the opposite. It almost neutralized itself there yet once again. But Lottery here toward the final few moments of this game able to take a little bit of a lead. Are they going to be able to claim a little bit more here? Up by a total of 3 in the final 10 points. This isn't good for Flippers down.
Absolutely not. As the Morris does pick that overshield up, he's making his way towards members of Flippers down. He gets a pick. They only need 1 more kill. He's looking for it. He knows exactly where they're going to be. He's going to push in on the final member of Flippers down, and he's going to beat him down for the win, for a killing spree. Lottery coming out 50-44. Very strong performance from both sides.
The nade, but man, I just hope to see more of that as we continue. And we are in game 3 here between Lottery and Flippers down as the Chad immediately rushes lower. He grabs that heat wave but gets taken out from the back. 2 kills on the board here in this King of the Hill game at Live Fire.
Yep, 3 members though going down, 4 Flippers down. Actually was a full team wipe. Morris doing another good job getting a shot on a member of Flippers down in back tower. He's got 3 members pushing this side of tower. They're trying to make a push towards the overshield, but Morris doing a good job of keeping his life together, hitting these sniper shots, getting the headshot on that 3rd member of Flippers down, secures himself a nice overshield, and now he sees the advantage he's been looking for. But he's got his back turned. He didn't see that member of Flippers down. He does get back smacked, and that's going to be a medal for Flippers down as they look to try to control the map.
Man, that would have been a slow motion death for me. It would have been the what just happened face.
Yeah.
As
Keely's
came through strong. Yeah, really, he came through strong, getting control, but then getting taken out like that, demoralizing, and yeah, almost helping the team confirm their first point. They rush back to the site after losing control, and they're able to get their first point on the board. as now Lottery is inching ever closer to confirming the 3rd win here in tonight's series.
And even though, you know, he lost that overshield, they did still get the point, so that was a very good thing for them. Right now, Flipper's down, have control of tower. Chad's trying to play his life. He's got a couple members of his team in the hill. We do see members of Lottery push towards the overshield side, make that 3. Doing a good job of sticking together. That's what you like to see. But Flipper's down, putting a lot of points on the hill. It looks like they're going to start to get wiped out here. We see 2 members go down. Mexican's trying to play for his life here. He does back up a member towards bottom middle. And Lottery repositioning themselves on the map to potentially, looks like maybe get a sandwich, a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich action here, but I don't know. Flipper's down, doing a good job of keeping them back. I mean, they're putting a lot of damage down and keeping Lottery from pushing fully into the tower.
They did a great job at responding to the initial point being gathered by Lottery as Flipper's down. In really in half the amount of time, we're able to respond with a point on the board. And now we're at the 3rd hill over here in the house. And we're going to see Flippers down in Lottery. Kind of going at it. Was that a remote detonation or a ninja? I saw yellow in the kill feed. Something happened right there.
Nonetheless, yeah, it was a ninja, but Flipper's down, doing a great job. Pretty much fully wiped out Lottery here. They're continuing to keep them on the death screen, and this is what you want to see. When you have the numbers advantage, you want to see them be aggressive, because Lottery they're making solo pushes at the moment, making a few mistakes here. They need to wait up and get together here to make these solid unit pushes. But it's not really happening. They're not taking their time on these pushes. They're trickling in one by one, and they're getting picked off, and that's why Flipper's down is about to win this hill.
Mexican Vendetta, he's holding this hill for his team, and he goes down. Seems like Flipper's down had control just for a moment. Fortune Cookie, though, the adversary of them all, steps up to the plate. Oh, and it's a love triangle as we do see repeatedly. Someone got control, then they died from someone who was approaching. Then they got control, and then they died from someone who was approaching. And it was like a cascading series of events that, well, luckily turned out pretty good for Flippers down as they claim the lead and get their 2nd point on the board in this King of the Hill match. Hopefully, if they can get 2 more points here, they'll be able to mitigate this series loss, and that'll put us into the 4th match of this series.
And you see, Chu was doing a good job. He knew his team had the hill, and he's putting pressure down on the top side of the map. He's delaying Flippers down from getting that push, but Flippers down answering right back with a 4-man wipe, make that. As they regain control, they do have the heat wave. They do have control of this side of the map. Lottery pushing through tower. Looks like they're trying to make a 2-man push here. We're going to see 1 member go down for Lottery. One's bottom middle trying to play by themselves here. They do actually, okay, that was a nice kill there. I thought they were going to trade out for a second. But 4 go down for Flippers down. It
was a trade.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. As the
squad wipes.
Lottery is trying to regain control here.
Fortune Cookie with the sniper in the pocket, peeking down mid is a terrible sight to behold with her at the end of your scope. It's not looking good for the quality of your life over the next few moments. Now 2 players down on the side of Flippers down. We're going to see a tied the lead situation as Lottery is able to come through with another point, getting them, keeping them in the game and keeping this. This has been an interesting series because it has been pretty neck and neck. I mean, not just in this series, but even in the previous series tonight. We've had a really great set of matches so far, haven't we?
This has been an excellent night for matches. Most of these teams are, for the most part, fighting back and forth, and it's absolute chaos. But I love it nonetheless. And Lottery's done tied this game up, but Flippers down in the middle of the hill. They are securing more than half the time they need to get the 3rd point. They're doing a good job. It is a 2v2. 3 members going down for Flippers down as Lottery tries to make a comeback here. They have sniper rifle in hand. Fortune Cookie looking to make some plays.
Overshield.
She does see that member of having overshield, but she decides to back off and just let things play out. she ends up going down as three members of her team do go down as well.
Man, Flipper's down. I don't know what is about this, but this middle hill, they have just outright slaughtered it. James patrolling the C site. We see others, you know, watching the ramp. 2 people hugging the site. I mean, that was just really good execution there from Flipper's down, and really they're now 1 point away. Ooh, a great snipe there from James. Can he get the flick of the wrist? Ooh, very, very close as well. He's able to get the no scope, and then of course gets taken down by Yard. That was a sight to behold. Thank you for that, James.
Yeah, he had excellent control of the sticks at that moment. 3 members going down for Flipper's down. They are up by 1. They got a little time in this hill, but Lottery is not going to let this go on for too long as they look to get some time as well. Mexican looks to be trying to do a flank here as he's got 2 members of his team pushing from pillars, or sorry, back mud here, but 1 member getting pushed back towards bottom middle. I thought he got picked off for a second, but he didn't. And now we've seen a complete swing as Lottery go 3 down.
And I mean, really, Flipper's down. They're inching pretty close here. I mean, it might not seem like it, but we're actually like 20 points away from this game being ending. If they can maintain this control of B, which it seems as though they're doing a decent job of dividing the lines of sight of this yard, because right now Flip Lottery is doing nothing but approaching on the bridge. So, you know, they're able to separate their lines of sight, what they have to cover. Ooh, he got down. He was able to get into the hill, but still having control. That's going to confirm it. We're going to go into match 4.
And this is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see match 4. We need to pick those flag routes. You know, pick a good run. You need a couple picks. You need to run that flag in a very good position. But it looks like Fortune Cookie is going to try to get that overshow. She wasn't quite able to do it as she does throw it off the map. Very smart play on her part to not let Flippers down get a hold of that.
If I can't have it, neither can you. Fortune Cookie denying the access to the overshield completely. Great play there for the quick off the rip grab for the overshield. We have not yet seen a dedicated push, although Mexican Vendetta gets kind of caught with his shields down as the enemy is pushing. 2 players now down on the side of Flippers down. Make that 3. Mexican also falling. James, currently the only player left alive, will be in a BR fight, and he almost comes out on top, but gets taken down from behind. And still, the flags have not been touched. We are still yet in a position where, a great stick from Fortune Cookie. You love to see it. And now we do see her kind of occupy this flag. Oh, and she is not able to maintain. And the first flag cap has not yet been made.
These teams are really going back and forth here at the moment. As seems like Flippers down isn't pushing out fast enough, but Lottery is maintaining presence at least halfway through this map, and that's what you need if you want to, you know, push into a base. You need to control the middle of the map. And right now, Flipper's down, going 3 down, and Lottery just doing a great job of controlling the pace right now. As we do see the first flag being ran from their side as well. They are looking to get a fast run here. Chumange decides to try to play his life, but he gets picked off as he turns around from a member of Flipper's down. And not too much of a flag run there, but Flipper's down trying to make some type of push towards the middle of the map. They're going to decide, I guess, to play the back side of their base, but there's no members of Lottery there. But 3 do go down for Lottery, and this is the moment where you need to be highly aggressive, take advantage of this opportunity that you've been given. You do see 2 members of Flippers down pushing into the base. That's exactly what you want to see. But Lottery pushing together as a unit from the sword side of the base, and they're looking to make their own push into Flippers down's base.
Yeah, it's like a yin-yang, you know, one goes around the left and we go around the right. But it does look like both teams are going to go for the grab, and they're actually both moving toward the Grand Hall here. I think we're going to see a point of contention here between these 2 teams in this upper hallway, as the flags are now both down and within just a few meters of each other. Fortune Cookie goes for the nade. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage onto herself, is able to get a kill assist as Chumanji is able to come through with that kill. Yet another one. Chumanji, great performer there as he fended off that flag just for that moment. potentially allowing that team. Oh no, they are respawn. Mexican Vendetta goes for it. He's not able to get it. The flag is still not returned. Therefore, it cannot be scored. 3 players down on the side of Flippers Down. And this really could be it. This could be the first point on the board.
This is an absolute bloodbath for the fight of these two flags. You got Lottery trying to get their the return as their flag's sitting right in the base, but Flippers Down weren't able to pick that flag up as it does return to Lottery's base. And Lottery now have a great position, but they're getting taken down. It's a back and forth trade between these two teams. And now Flippers Down trying to make a push towards the middle of the map.
I just saw 2 players down on the side of Flippers Down. And we see an opportunity here for Lottery to make a little bit of a push. It seems as though the flag is away, but it's still on the flag post. So not much of a concern there per se. However, the indicator may distract if they don't remind themselves. Plus, if that flag gets touched, reset, and they could potentially cause some confusion. But as this game progresses, we're now approaching the 5-minute mark. We're now 4.5 minutes into this game. Overshield and the flag in tow, as Morris is going to go for this flag cap. He's going to kind of catch the enemy off guard by throwing the flag off and then doing a little rotate maneuver here. As he figured the enemy might be returning, he's going to go for this. The enemy is nowhere in sight, and he has the opportunity, the green light, to proceed forward.
And this is the kind of movement you like to see from Lottery. I mean, they had the overshield. They took advantage of that, running the flag, but now they are getting contested in their own base. Flippers Down is trying to keep them from getting their first flag cap, but we see 2 members go down, and Lottery still have an opportunity here to get a cap on the board. Morris is trying to play his life. He's got 2 members of his team in the back of their flag. They get a touch. Their flag is returned, so they have the chance to cap it here, but Flippers Down trying to come in clutch. We still got 1 member left. He goes down. That's 3 members. Last member of Flippers Down in the base. Doesn't look like that's going to be enough. He does go down, and we're going to see the first flag cap on board, I do believe. Yep, there they go. First flag cap for the side of Lottery here.
Man, I mean, every time these flags have been grabbed, I think the term you used is there is no more concise term to use. It is a bloodbath, is what you said. 3 players down on the side of Lottery, and anytime one of these flags gets grabbed, it is like insanity.
Yeah, Flippers Down trying to make this push into their base. They do get 3 down for Lottery. They're putting them on the death screen. They need to take advantage of those numbers and be a little bit more aggressive here. They do get a flag pull, but we got Shoemange trying to shoot him in the back. He does get that pick. He's going to try to make a run for the return. We got 2 more members of Flippers Down pushing back into the base to get this cleanup here. I do believe that flag was returned, I want to say.
Yes.
It does look like it. So this is still, I mean, Lottery's winning, but it's another stalemate between these 2 teams. They're fighting to the death, back and forth. And Flippers Down going to really have to get it together and play as a unit if they want to try to get another flag run.
It has been quite a contention between these 2 teams. And it seems as though every time one team got a little bit of an upper hand symmetrically on the opposite side of the map, the other team was doing the exact same thing. A perfect there from Mexican Vendetta. You just love to see it, utilizing the repulsor to kind of mitigate death there. He tries for the flank but is unable to execute. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, it's now just a game of defense for Lottery. However, they don't want to ignore a shiny object in their periphery. If the opportunity to strike is presented to them, they should take advantage, which is something that we've observed, in games where you think in the lead of a capture the flag game, you may think with a defense that you only really need to defend, because the enemy, if you prevent the enemy from scoring, then they can't win. But at the same time, you also want to still not revoke your capability to strike if the opportunity presents itself.
Right now, what it seems to me is that Lottery is really doing a good job of just wasting time. I mean, they only got 4 minutes left in this game. They can't afford to waste, Flippers Down's time right here. Flippers Down going to have to be a little bit faster on their pushes. They got 2 members down. This is where you want to see them push into the base, get these picks. We got 3 members going down. Last member on their flag. They are going to spawn there, but it's not enough as 2 members of Flippers Down are going to see that death screen. Lottery looking to waste more time right now, just playing good defense, putting down solid damage. It seems like they have their stuff together. We do see 3 members of Flippers Down on the other side of the map trying to make a push back into their base. As quickly as they pushed in there, they got wiped. So Lottery still doing a continuous job of putting damage and just controlling the pace of this game. Mexican Vendetta tried to get a flagpole there, but just wasn't successful, unfortunately. Paladins, though, he's trying to get a pick here on the side of Lottery. He gets that kill. It's a 3-on-3. We do see a flag run. Well, not anymore, but looks like actually Paladin's going to pick the flag up. He's going to continue to run it here. This is the opportunity he needs. He needs his teammates to come back him up if they want to be successful, but their flag is away, so unfortunate there. They will need to get the return to cap it. And this is the point where you need to play together. You need to play as a unit. You need to push this team together and get this return.
The flag is currently being contested. It's one of the final few opportunities that they're going to be able to have in order to try to increase their lead. And with only 2 minutes left, securing this flag right now would be essentially confirmation. Can they do that is the question, because both of these flags are away and they currently are going to have to return their flag the other side of the map in order to confirm this score. So really at this point it's anyone's game with the overshield in tow by Chu. He does get taken out as the flurry of grenades seems to overwhelm that of the overshield status. And the flags are still both being contested. You know, this is a high octane game with 1 minute and 30 seconds still left on the board. And Flippers down just a few simple sequences of events that could unfold to put them into a tie situation in this game.
And like I said before, Lottery has been doing an excellent job of just wasting time on the clock. And we only got 1 minute left, and they're still doing it. I mean, it's a 2-on-2 here at the moment. This is where Flippers Down need to be highly aggressive. They don't have much time left. They need to just get in that base, fly at this other team, lay down damage, but they need to do it together. Chew, just moving around the map. We got James and a member of his team here making a solid push. They do see 2 members of Lottery. They do get a double kill. This is the moment where you need to take advantage of it. Is he going to get the 3rd kill? No, he can't get it. 2 members of Flippers Down going down. 43 seconds left on the board for Lottery. And at this point, all you need to do is play straight defense.
Man, it is so crazy to think about how long both of these flags have been there, and they're still occupied. And is this going to be the method with which Lottery will hold Flippers down under the water here toward the last part of this game? Because really you can't move forward from this point. It's like being strong-armed in a way, especially if they're able to maintain that consistency. And 5 seconds left on the clock. I mean, this could be it, folks. It looks like we're going to go into a slight overtime here. Sudden death transpires. Is anything going to be able to happen here in the final few moments of this game? Can either team take the upper hand and return their flag to confirm a point? It's not looking too good as sudden death continues to unwind. Mexican Vendetta caught with his pants down in Grand Hall will die. And the Chad now pushing up. This could be one of the final few attempts for his team to go for this. He's able to get a trade, but that's not good enough. Fortune Cookie also taking a fall. The flag is still being held by both teams. This is neck and neck, folks.
It can play out either way. The way I'm seeing it right now, it can go either way. But James looking to get this return. He is on it, but he gets taken down quickly from 3 members of Lottery. Mexican looking to make a push by himself. but he does have Chad as well pushing into the base. But they need to do it together. They need to stick together here. You can't do it alone. He's going to throw a couple nades down, try to get some damage down. Mexican going to get a pick here, but he's going to get taken down here. Oh, he repulses that player back, but does still get taken down. James goes down, the Chad goes down, and it's all up to Paladin to keep this alive at the moment. But no members of Lottery are in sight, so he is in the clear.
Man, this has been absolute high octane. I mean, this is a stressful match for these players. Think of it. One slip up, one missed opportunity can be 5 seconds away from losing it all, or, you know, this could be where Flippers Down gets another chance to kind of stay in it. If this were to tie, we'll go into an overtime for a few minutes. And that gives them the opportunity to come out on top. A double kill from Morris. Beautiful execution. And that's going to be it, folks. Victory on the board for Lottery as they confirm the series of